you're new to the channel, welcome! I bet you clicked on this video because you want to learn how to prestige. Well, guess what? You clicked on the right video. And on top of that, we're going to show you how to spend blood points and save blood points proficiently. That's also included, just an extra bonus. Here goes the video. Let's go.
Alright, welcome back to Speedy Thumbs Gaming. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to Speedy Thumbs Gaming. You clicked on this video because you're not fully understanding the prestiging and how to share unique perks that are only for one in particular character. And you want to share, say for instance, the Lure Crops perks with someone else, and they're not showing up in their blood webs. Well, it's going to be a long one. I've detoured from doing this video because I already know that I want to succeed in fully getting you guys to understand exactly what I'm trying to tell you and to show you. So, as you see here, here's a blood web. And in this blood web, you got notes. You got to select this or here and pick whichever ones you want. Now, if you're trying to just prestige to get all the perks for each survivor or killer loaded into your other character's blood webs for their loadouts, it used to be different. Back before they did an update, you could get them to level 40, and it would the tier 1, 2, and 3 would show up in all the characters' blood webs. Now that's changed, and you have to prestige them at least once for tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 to show up in the other characters' blood webs. So if this doesn't go past 50 and you never prestiged, like say for instance, let's go here, this one, never been prestiged at all. See, blood web, brand new blood web, no prestige level, level 1. So here's what it looks like when you're starting out. And so then you have to, you won't have this unless you've prestiged already with at least one character. But if you do, you can select that and get them. But to me, if you're wanting to prestige fast and get character perks and all the blood webs, and you're trying to save your blood points, then in order to save your blood points a little bit better would be to get the brown items first, the perk of course, like so. So again, pick the perk first, then the brown, then the yellow. Like so. This will get you the cheapest amount of blood points spent. Because when you get up there in the blood web, it's going to start taking, and you're going to get greens and purples and pinks. So again, the green. You're going to end up getting this one regardless if it takes or not, so you might as well get it and see. The entity's not going to take from you until you get to like 10 or 11 or 12. I think it's 11 or 12. So just continue through the blood web like so. I'm going the cheapest way possible. Sometimes if you click this, it doesn't go the cheapest route. Getting there now. Now the entity is going to start taking. Go ahead and pick which perk you want. Sometimes there's 2, sometimes there's 3. Depends on how many perks you can actually get that you need to get. See, it's taken. Grab the cheapest ones. See, cheapest ones first. This example is almost over. We'll move forward. I'm going to grab this because it's the cheapest and this, and it'll take the highest expensivest one. You see the pattern here? So you want to go to your perk first, make sure it doesn't take it. Then grab all the cheap ones. Then it'll take the most expensive. So you grab your perk, start grabbing the cheap ones. Voila! That's how you save blood points in the blood web. Now, however, there's also another thing. If you want perks and you're trying to get all the perks open up for all your characters, and you're not concerned about cosmetic features and buying up cosmetics with your Descent Shards, you can always go right over here to the Shrine of Secrets and you can purchase a perk. And it's not going to give you one. Actually, even if they're purple, they'll still show up here. But if you already own it, then you'll just get blood points in return of your Descent Shards. So say for instance you'd want this one, then you can purchase this one. Oh, I don't want to do it though, but you can purchase this one, and then you'll have tier 1 of Ada's low profile perk for all your survivors. And the same goes for Wee Batuma. You can purchase this and you have it for all your killers. Alright, so once it's in there, then you can go through the blood web and find tier 2 and tier 3 of that same perk. So that's another alternative if you're trying to perk grind. We'll call it that. So yeah, like I said, this profile, this account is sketchy because it doesn't have very many that has been prestige. I mean, it's got a few. It's a recently new account that we created, and we've been working on which perks we want first and prestiging with them. Okay, so we were going in order, and then we started nitpicking which perks we wanted the most, that we'd get the most out of first. Let's move on to another profile that's a little different. Alright, profile 2. Account 2. So, loadout. If you go here, you'll notice that this in particular account with the Meg has all perks tier 3. And the prestige level is 43. With this profile account, the player that plays this account is pretty much a Meg main. So they don't steer far from playing with Meg. So if you go here and look, whoops. See, 3 1 1 3 3 3 1 1 1 3 1 2 1 1 2 1 nothing 1 1 1 1 1. Getting there, you know. Most of them are prestige at least once. Yeah, they're all prestige at least once. So all these characters, go to the Cheryl, and you click on loadout. You will see that not everything is purple, okay? And the reason why is because all the characters have not been prestiged 3 times. Only once or a couple times. Some of them have been, but not all. Most of them are 1. So when you go to the loadout, all those characters' perks are not going to be tier 3, which is purple, because they weren't prestiged 3 times. So therefore, in order to get them all purple, you'd have to prestige with all them characters 3 times, and or if you're a certain character main and you play with them only, then you could just go here, play your game, and just, you know, go here and just keep on leveling this character up, and eventually you'll get all the perks purple. That's another way. So if you're a character main and you got at least prestige with all of them, you'll have all the perks open and shareable. You'll just have to go through the blood web and find all the tier perks and get them all up to tier 3. Then you'll have them, you know, for that survivor. They'll all be purple. So that's one way to do it. If you're just a regular certain character main, you can just prestige them all up to 1 and then use your main character, play, progress through the blood web, and you'll have all of it, and then there won't be any more prestiging left. There won't be any more perks available to find. You'll have everything for that one character. this is another way to do it. Personally, the way to do it, killer or survivor, is just either pick from the top or the bottom. It's not going to matter which. And just get them to at least Prestige 1. Once you get all your characters to Prestige 1, they will have, each character will have that loadout of each other characters in the blood web to find. Then you can just start progressing through the blood web to find them. Now, if you don't want to do it that way, but you can, that's what I recommend. Getting them all at least Prestige 1. Play with the characters you normally play with so you're not losing out. And then when you get blood points saved up, just start at, like, just say the Dwight. He's Prestige 1. Just say he's Prestige 1. Or Claudette. It makes it easier because it says Prestige 1. So just start with one that's Prestige 1 and start leveling them up with the blood points that you've earned and you've saved. Once you get that one to Prestige 3, well, then just move on over to Jake or whoever it is, it's Prestige 1, and just continue doing that way. Then when you get them all, when you start getting all the way down and they're getting Prestige 3s, the more characters that you go that is a Prestige 1 and start going through the blood web to progress through it, you're going to notice that you're going to have a lot less perks to be opening up. Because every time you Prestige, more perks and the collars are going to start going up to purples. And then the more you Prestige with each character, the less you're going to have to get. So that's another way. Let's go to the last account. Alright, so here we are on the third account. Let's see what we got here. Alright. 6, 4, look at that. They are all Prestige 3. Oh, except one, and that's the Cheryl Mason. She's Prestige 2 at level 45, so she's almost there. And the rest of them are Prestige 3 and up. So that means everyone has everything except for the perks that you have to find in the blood web no matter who you play with, and those are just the uncommon perks. So click on the Dwight, click on loadout, you'll see that all the perks are purple and he has everything, including the ones that you just have to find in the blood web because they're just uncommon perks, like this one. So yeah, has everything. So that's the best way to do it. So see, what happens is when a brand new character comes into the game, like say for instance the next one that comes out, alright, that's going to be that Trevor Belmont. That's the only one that this account is going to have to Prestige to get it in all the other characters' blood webs, because everyone else already has everything and they're already Prestige 3 or above. So when Trevor comes out, we'll Prestige him 3 times. Just play with him and just keep Prestiging until he reaches 3. And then we will not have to go to none of these profiles in their account under their blood webs and increase their blood web. They'll already have tier 3 of Trevor's perks in their blood web automatically, just by playing with the Trevor and Prestiging him to 3. We won't have to touch none of these guys' blood webs. They'll already have his perks. Isn't that amazing? And that's why I say just go ahead and start from the top or the bottom and start Prestiging them one at a time to Prestige 3. And the higher or lower up you get to the top to where you have, where you leave off, say for instance you start at the top. By the time you get about here, you're going to notice a significant change in the blood web, and that you are not going to have near as many perks to get from it, and you're just going to keep saving blood points the further down you get, which is fantastic. Alright, so since the Cheryl is not Prestige 3, let's go ahead and do that. Actually, let's see here. Let's go to the Ace. Show you another example. Let's go to the Ace. Let's go here. Come on over. Look at that. He don't have everything yet. See, there's the Cheryl Mason's perks, tier 2. It's not tier 3 because the Cheryl Mason ain't tier 3, and I haven't found it in his blood web yet. So it's still tier 3, tier 2, not tier 3. So you'd either have to do one or two things: progress through the blood web to get these purple, and or just go ahead and prestige to Cheryl to go ahead and get these tier 3. So let's go do that, and then we'll come back to him and show you. Alright. Again, see, she pretty much has everything. There is no freaking, there is no perks to be getting. So let's just go ahead, and I'm just gonna hit this. I'm not worried about conserving blood points at this time. Just trying to get y'all to see what we're talking about. Almost there. Now the final two, I am going to show you how to conserve again on the blood web, since it's a really big blood web and it can get confusing. So again, just go with the browns first. Here, here. Then you got some yellows and stuff mixed in. So you want to go here, here, here. Just try to get all the browns before they get taken, which it makes it difficult, especially when say it took that brown when I was gonna get it. That's the cheapest that I can do, and I think it's the most efficient. Like I said, sometimes they'll start taking from you and they'll take the browns even though you're trying to get them. Now if you're the type of person that uses a lot of items and stuff, it may be hard for you to save blood points. But if you're trying to prestige your character, saving as much blood points as possible is key. There we go. We're going to hit prestige 3, and all the characters will be prestige 3, and all the unique perks will be available to all the characters in the survivors. Bam! Tier 3. Now remember that ace we were talking about earlier? Let's go back to his loadout. Would you look at that? And Cheryl Mason's not, her perks are not over here now. You know why? Because it's right there. Soul Guard, tier 3. And that's like that with all 3 of her perks. See? There's a Refresh Alliance, Cheryl Mason perk. And that's how you pretty much do it. Again, with these, they're uncommon. They're just, you know, you have to find them in the blood web for every survivor. And there's some like that for killer too. So you always have to grind to get those tier 3. But the unique ones, you won't have to worry about it no more. If you get everyone prestige like to 3, you're good. So now all this account has to do is work on Trevor. As soon as he comes out, prestige him 3 times, and now all these other characters will have tier 3 of his perk, and we won't even have to open up the loadout or blood web to get it. What a blood point saving opportunity that is. One more thing. Couple more things actually. Floor crop. If you're trying to save more blood points to put towards more characters to try to get them prestige as fast as possible, and you're not worried about running an item, but you do like to flashlight save, and you do like to stun the killer, and you do like to sabo, and you do like to heal yourself, that is, then you can do a little simple build like this. Not that one. Do I have it on here? I do not.
Well, that's another build too, if you want to just bully the killer. You have Blast Mine.
Yeah, if you want to bully the killer, you can run these. Refresh Alliance, Flashbang, Chemical Trap, Blast Mine. It's really, really fun, and they're getting ready to buff these perks here. And so it's even going to be even more fun, because it's going to be like 40% generator repair progress instead of 50. So you'll get these more often as soon as the update hits. And it's going to be funny. It's going to be funny. We'll probably do another video on that as well. Alright, let's show you that build real quick. Alright, there's a recommended build that you don't have to spend any blood points to get items. And you can just keep on gaining blood points without spending any blood points at all in the blood web for the character. And you can still sabotage with Sabotager. That's a Jake Park perk. So you don't have Jake, you have to, get him and get his perk available for all the survivors. Then you can run Flashbang so you can still blind the killer. So you would have to have Leon Kennedy, which is from the Resident Evil chapter, in order to have his perk. And then Disable Ward, Strength and Shadows, you go to the basement heal, so you can still heal without a med kit. That way you don't have to run any items, so you have to have Sable Ward in order to get her perk. And then you have to have Jeff Johansson for Distortion, and that just hides your aura, so if they're running Weave Attunement or something, you can kind of keep your perk, your aura hidden a little bit longer. And as far as offering goes, trying to save blood points, you could use up all your blood point offerings, and or you could just pick something you have an abundance of, and there you go. A build that you don't have to use blood points in the blood web to run, because you don't have to worry about running an item or add-ons. And if you don't know, in the store they come out with a new gift, a weekly gift you can get. It's like a little chest right here in the bottom right hand corner. Once a week you can go here and claim free blood points of whatever's in it. Usually it's blood points, sometimes it's free fragments. I guess it all just depends. So make sure you're getting those, because since it's new, some people may forget. I know I have. Well, that's all we have for you. This has been Speedy Times Gaming.
Well, that's all we got for you. Keep your butt down and your eyes peeled. You never know when the killer is gonna grab some freaking headphone set right off your head and strangle the piss out of you.